Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Shah Hassan. I am a student and also a part-time YouTuber. In this channel, I make videos to help you speak English like a native. I provide those methods, those techniques that help me become a powerful English speaker. So, before telling you anything, I have to make something clear. I am not a native English speaker. Most people think that I am a native English speaker. No, I am not a native English speaker. But here I will try my best to help you speak English like a native. I will try my best to help you improve your pronunciation, to help you speak English confidently and effortlessly without thinking about grammar rules. So I will make videos on those techniques, those deep methods that help me become a powerful English speaker. So now let's dive into the video. So today's video is going to be completely different for what I have made so far. Today's video is for those people that want to practice their speaking skills. Today's video is for those people that don't have anyone to practice speaking, and if you don't know anyone that you could practice English, and if you don't have a speaking partner, then you can practice your speaking skills with me. Yes, in today's video you will be practicing your English with me. So let's dive into the main points. So in today's lesson or in today's video, I will do three main things. I will do three main things. Okay? So before telling you anything about these three things, I call these lessons basically mini story lessons. So mini story lessons are basically listen and answer stories or listen and answer questions. In these lessons, I will ask questions, and your job will be to answer those questions. So let me tell you in more detail on how I'm going to ask these questions and how you are going to answer these questions. First, I will read a section. I will read a section from a story. I may read a paragraph from a story. For example, I might read, there's a guy and his name is John. John is 12 years old. John lives in San Francisco. He loves eating. So that's a section. Okay, I will read a section from a story. Second, I will ask questions. I will ask questions from that section. I will ask very easy questions from that section. Okay, and your job is going to answer those questions. I might ask, is there a guy? You shout the answer. Yes, there's a guy. And then I might ask, what is the guy's name? And you say John. John. The guy's name is John. So that's what I will do. Number second. The second, I will ask questions from the section that I read. Okay, and your job will be to answer those questions. Remember, you don't need to answer with a full sentence. If you can't answer with a full sentence, you can answer with one or two words. Short answers are okay. I might ask, is there a guy? And you say yes. So that's a short answer. Okay. This goal here is speed. You want to achieve speed, okay? You want to speak English fluently and instantly without thinking about grammar rules. I will ask questions that you don't know the answer, okay? I will ask questions that you don't know the answer. If you don't know the answer, then just guess. Guess anything. I might ask, there is a guy and his name is John, and then I might ask, how old is John? And you don't know the answer. Just guess. John is 12 years old. John is 20 years old. John is 30 years old. The goal here is answer quickly, okay? You have to answer the questions very quickly. The main goal here is to achieve speed. You want fluency. You want to speak English fluently without thinking about grammar rules. You want words to come out from your mouth instantly without thinking about grammar rules. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. But first, I will read a section from a story, and then number second, I will ask questions from that section. I will ask very easy question, and I will ask a lot of questions. After that, your job will be to answer those questions. Answer very quickly. Number third, I will ask questions that you don't know the answer. If you don't know the answer, then just guess. Guess with anything. Remember, just guess with anything. Remember, you don't need to answer with a full sentence. If you can, that's excellent. If you can't, then answer with just one or few words. Short answers are okay. So that's what this video is going to be about. So let's begin.
Now I'm going to read a section from a story, and then I will ask very easy questions from that story. Your job is to answer the questions with one or two words. Short answers are okay. Let's begin. Robert lives in Atlanta. He lives with his wife, Patricia. They live with their two children, Sam and Lena. Robert loves his family. Now time for questions. Who lives in Atlanta? That's right, Robert. Robert lives in Atlanta. Does Robert live in Las Vegas? No, not in Las Vegas. Robert lives in Atlanta. Does Shah Hassan live in Atlanta, or does Robert live in Atlanta? That's right, Robert. Robert lives in Atlanta. He lives with his wife, Patricia. Who lives with his wife? Robert. Robert lives with his wife. Does he live with his grandmother? No, not with his grandmother. He lives with his wife. Who lives with his wife? Robert. I just told you, Robert lives with his wife. And what is Robert's wife's name? Her name is Patricia. Robert's wife's name is Patricia. So Patricia lives with his husband, Robert, and Robert lives with his wife, Patricia. So tell me this. How many children does Robert have? 2. That's right. Robert has 2 children. Does Robert has 3 children? No, not 3. Robert has 2 children. So tell me this. How many children does Robert have? That's right. 2. 2 children. Robert has 2 children. Does Robert has 3 children? No, not 3. Robert has 2 children. So tell me this. How many children does Patricia have? 2. Patricia has 2 children because Patricia lives with his husband, Robert, and they both have 2 children. What are the names of their children? Sam and Lena. That's right. Their names are Sam and Lena. So Robert has 2 children and their names are Sam and Lena. So tell me this. Who loves his family? Does Shah Hassan loves his family or does Robert loves his family? Robert. That's right. Robert loves his family. Does Robert love his dog or does Robert love his family? That's right. Robert loves his family. Robert doesn't love his dog. He loves his family. Now, I'm going to read another section from the same story, and then I will ask questions from that story. Robert works as a police officer in Atlanta. He likes his job. He is a good police officer. Robert is a police officer because he likes to help people. Now time for questions. Who works as a police officer? Does Shah Hassan works as a police officer? No, not Shah Hassan. Shah Hassan doesn't work as a police officer. So who works as a police officer? Robert. That's right. Robert works as a police officer. So tell me this. Where does Robert works as a police officer? In Atlanta. That's right. Robert works as a police officer in Atlanta. Does Robert work as a police officer in Las Vegas? Or does Robert work as a police officer in Atlanta? Atlanta. That's right. Robert works as a police officer in Atlanta. So tell me this. Who likes his job? Does Shah Hassan like his job or does Robert like his job? Robert. That's right. Robert likes his job. And why does Robert like his job? Because he likes to help people. Robert likes his job because he likes to help people. So tell me this. Who likes to help people? Does Shah Hassan like to help people or does Robert like to help people? That's right, Robert. Robert likes to help people. And who is the good police officer? Robert. That's right, Robert is a good police officer. Is Robert a good policeman? Yes, he is. Robert is a good policeman. So tell me this. Why Robert become a police officer? Well, he become a police officer to help people. Who become a police officer to help people? Robert. That's right. Robert become a police officer to help people. Does Shah Hassan become a police officer to help people? No, not Shah Hassan. Shah Hassan doesn't become a police officer to help people. Robert. Robert become a police officer to help people. Now I'm going to read another section from the same story and then I will ask questions. Robert protects the citizens of Atlanta. He solves crimes and catches criminals. He keeps the citizens safe. So who protects the citizens? Does Shah Hassan protect the citizens? No, not Shah Hassan. So who protects the citizens? Robert. Robert protects the citizens. And why does Robert protect the citizens? Well, Robert protects the citizens because he is a police officer. That's why he protects the citizens because he is a police officer. And where does Robert protect the citizens in? In Atlanta. That's right. Robert protects the citizens in Atlanta. Does Robert protect the citizens in Las Vegas? No, not in Las Vegas. Robert protects the citizens in Atlanta. Who solves crimes and catches criminals? Does Shah Hassan solve crimes and catches criminals? No, not Shah Hassan. Shah Hassan doesn't catch criminals and solve crimes. So who solves crimes and catches criminals? Robert. That's right. Robert solves crimes and catches criminals. So tell me this. Who solves crimes and catches criminals? That's right. Robert. I just told you. Robert solves crimes and catches criminals. So tell me this. Who keeps the citizens safe? Does Shah Hassan keep the citizens safe? No, Shah Hassan doesn't keep the citizens safe. So who keeps the citizens safe? Robert. That's right. Robert keeps the citizens safe. And why does Robert keep the citizens safe? Well, he keeps the citizens safe because he is a police officer. Robert keeps the citizens safe because he is a police officer. Now I am going to read the last section from the same story, and then I will ask very easy questions from it. Sometimes he visits the schools. He talks to students. The students like Robert. Officer Robert is a hero in Atlanta. Now time for some questions. Who visits the schools? Does Shah Hassan visit the schools? No, not Shah Hassan. Shah Hassan doesn't visit the schools. So who visits the schools? Robert. That's right. Robert visits the schools. And who talks to students? Robert. That's right. Robert visits the schools and he talks to students. Does Robert talk to teachers or does Robert talk to students? Well, he talks to students. Robert talks to students. Do the students like Robert? Yes, they do. The students like Robert. Who like Robert? The students. The students like Robert. So tell me this. Is Robert a hero in Las Vegas? No, not in Las Vegas. Robert isn't a hero in Las Vegas. So where Robert is a hero? Robert is a hero in Atlanta. He is a hero in Atlanta. So who is a hero in Atlanta? Is Shah Hassan a hero in Atlanta? Or is Robert a hero in Atlanta? Robert. That's right. Robert is a hero in Atlanta. So that is the end for our mini story lesson.
That's the end of our mini story. I hope that you enjoyed this mini story. So what I would like you to do is just listen to this mini story every day for the next 1 week, for next 7 days. And first listen to the question and then pause your iPad or maybe your smartphone or computer. Then first listen to the question, then pause and then answer the questions. After that, listen and answer, listen and answer. By doing this practice every day, you will learn to speak English like a native. That's how I became fluent in English. That's how I improved my fluency in English. I have done these practices so many times that now I am able to speak English instantly. The words will come out from my mouth instantly without thinking about grammar rules. I can speak English fluently and I can speak English very confidently. So, your job is to speak English fluently, confidently, and to speak English like a native.